Hi, and welcome to a new episode on Luderia, where today we are expanding our city and we're setting up some infrastructure for future endeavors. So, in the intro, you've seen me place down a lot of wool, and that's mostly because I just needed like kind of a vibe, a plan, whatever you can call it, of where houses and streets are gonna go. Mostly so I have an idea of where I need to like expand walls to. Because I need to like curve this out a little more, and then I need to curve that out a little more. So I'm gonna get that done real quick, and then we're gonna start working on these houses and explain some of the ideas behind them. Because we're in another part of town, this is the rich neighborhood, and over here people are still wealthy, but not, I wouldn't call them rich by any sense, but most of their houses are going to try and mimic what the rich people are doing. And to make a distinction between the two, I want to use some more of these washed blocks. They're the tufts and the grays, while still keeping a lot of that white in there as well. Let me get the walls up and I'll see how I can keep the style going with the added factor of just, you know, making something different. That's pretty good. I like it. I actually really like it. They're simple, but they're gonna look good. Yeah, no, I'm convinced. Let me get this part of town, this side of the road done, and then we'll have a better view of like the mixture of types of buildings that we'll have in pretty much this entire area. So everything around here is gonna be fairly similar to this style of building. Maybe the farther outward we go towards the harbor and the river, we'll go a little more rugged. But yeah, that's gonna be it. From here, they look quite good. I like the fact that we've got some towers in here now. As I said, we want to keep some white buildings in here as well, so I added those. But we got this weathered feel as well, some discoloration in the city, and it does look nice. I like it. I'll get on designing these ones as well. The style is gonna be the same, but I want to like play around with like the height of buildings so that we don't fully hide the brass from the upper city, and then I still need to get a lot of the doors in. But I have someone coming onto the server to test play our game in like a couple of hours, and I need to make him a care package, I would say. Yeah, I want to make him a backpack. I'll you know what? Let's go to the starter base and we'll make a backpack together. And we'll set up some infrastructure as well. I have plenty of backpacks from, you know, mobs that we taken care of, and also from like chests that we found. So we can grab one of these. This is an iron backpack, or a copper backpack. I should give him an iron one. Yeah, let's give him that one. And in it, I want to have a couple of coins. I don't know if I have any coins in here. Oh. Numismatics. No. We'll go and grab some from the coin mint in a bit. But aside from coins, I want there to be a bit of food in here as well. I have an extra sleeping bag on me, I think. Yeah, so we can put that in there, sleeping bag. Which honestly, we should set up some food at the city as well. What do we have from Farmer's Delight? Is the question. There we go. Let's see what's easy to make. We could make a like an egg sandwich, which kind of funny. The thing is, how we make that is with bread. We would need a wheat farm. Or I could trade for bread, but, you know, that's gonna be a whole shtick. So, wheat farm is an option. What else do we have? That also needs bread. Bao needs, like, rice and stuff. I'd say we go egg sandwich. That sounds like the easiest to do. I would need to figure out where to set up the farms within the city without it, you know, breaking the aesthetic of the city. Okay, let's see. Where do we have a bit of grass? So we have some grass behind this building where I'm standing on, but I don't think this is going to be big enough to make, you know, to kind of get a farm in. Or at least a farm that's big enough to produce the wheat that we need. For the rest, there's not much to do. We could add like a basement, but we'll have to do that later, I guess, because I need to figure out where I'm gonna put the farms, what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna select just one building, I think. Do I like this one? I don't know. Do I like this one better? This one's quite big enough. I think I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna make it a restaurant, and we'll just put the farms underground. And then for the card shop, I kind of want to go with this one. There's one edit I do need to do, which is I need to get rid of all of these. Because there's a building behind here, we can push this wall back. And then we'll put these back as fill blocks, and that means that we can now use this wall to decorate some stuff. Okay, let me just go grab everything to finish up the wall and the shop, and then I'll be right back to actually build the shop. I think I'll set up a little, like, desk over here. Maybe not with vertical spruce planks. We'll grab everything we need for the actual thing, and then we'll dig it out down here. We'll make a little hole underneath the seat. There we go. That should do it. Then we have another packager up here. Hopper goes right there. And then another hopper is going to go somewhere over here. Because I want to have quick access to stock this as well. So we're going to use some of these spruce cabinets to make like a shelf. But I can then access this cabinet, or one of these cabinets, I should say, to easily drop stuff into this vault. That, and then we'll do another hopper in here. So now I just need to set this up so it all links together. So I need a seat. Right, seat goes back here. Boom. Stock ticker. Did I bring a stock ticker? I think I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Stock ticker will go right there. We'll link it up to this guy over here. And now we just need to fill it up with stuff. Oh, did I mention that I made new textures for all of these? They now actually look like decks. If you look at them, they're like a pack that kind of falls open at the top. And then I also made new textures for all the cards. I made new textures for the card packs. I'm gonna confuse deck and pack a lot, but yeah. I also need like a storage upgrade. But the packs now look like this, which is like a steampunk bundle, kind of tied together with like some rope and wax sealant. So that's a thing that we can do now. So those are all going in there, and then I need to go and grab someone to work for me. We have villagers. We have plenty of villagers, actually. Nathaniel? No. May? No. Shanna? No. Nida? No. Antone? No. Fleda? Ulrich? Jake? No. Who are you? James looks like a guy who would open a TCG shop, right? There we go. Hello, James. We've got... Oh yeah, I opened a deck, right. That's on me. Technically, we could shop here now. It needs a bit more decoration, but that's about it. That's all I need. I honestly probably should grab some books as well, because books are placeable in this world. So if I grab some books and I put them on the shelves, it'll look like a rule book or something. And then on the other hand, I want to set up like a central display case almost that's displaying some cool card or whatever, or pack. So the way to do this is we place a block on top of this pedestal, And then for the display case, we're gonna use some of this stuff, some of that stuff, and then a couple of boards. We are going to do this. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Right. Because I'm gonna need full blocks, full dark oak windows. I'm gonna go and grab some, and we'll be right back. There we go. Display case, and now we can put our card pack in there. There we go. Aside from this, I want to have, for the card packs, not for the decks, so the starter decks are going to be bought over here. For the card packs, I want to set up a vending machine. We could do it over here. We could have it like set in the corner if we wanted to. I think that might actually be the best way to do it. And then we'll do this guy, some relays. Do I have relays? I should have relays. Where did I put? There I put my relays. Okay. We'll set this to 4 spurs. Could I not set this? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because I believe I could. I've done it for these guys, did I not? It's 1 spur, 1 spur, 1 spur. Huh, okay, we'll keep it at 1 for now, and I'll change it if I need to. Let me get a light in there, just so I have an indication if it's empty or not. Oh, those are always on, aren't they? Okay, I'm gonna grab a redstone lamp real quick. There's no easy way to get to this. I'm probably just gonna go have like a hatch somewhere. I'll just kind of, you know, secret hatch. There we go. And then we'll put in some decks. There we go. Vending machine done. And then I should be able to insert everything I need. So we'll go and grab some card packs as well. Oh, you know what I should do? I should grab a card as well, so that I can link that vending machine to our bank account. Okay. We get into our little hatch over here. And then I have a couple of packs in here. That's good. Let me test it out. Let me see if I can get a card pack. I have linked this up to my bank account if you look at it with a card, right? So every coin that's spent in here should end up in our coin mint as well. And I think at that point, this place is pretty much done. We have our vending machine for the card packs. We have decks as well. And then, yeah, I didn't have time to make egg sandwiches because, you know, I don't have enough eggs for that, which is ironic. But I'll give him, let's give him 32 spurs so he can buy a couple of starter decks and then maybe some packs as well, or whatever you want to do. Maybe he can use them to play some mini games over here. I'll be right back after I'm done playing with Throlash. Okay, I've done a stream. I haven't been able to test play it yet, but I've done a stream. I designed more of these buildings, so we'll get to those in a minute. The most important part of that stream was me finally lighting up the underside of our... Apparently I didn't do it well enough, but that should give us a lot more quiet underside of our hill. Because I was hearing way too many zombie noises at the end of that. But because scheduling, I do have freed up some time to get on this restaurant, I would say. And this is going to be like a small branch, a small restaurant, and everything's going to be made in-house. So we are going to use this building that is 3 stories high to make our products in-house. So we'll get like a little crop farm in here. I know this isn't very upper class to have farms in your house, but I don't want to start digging and like doing transport and stuff. Most important thing is I need to get some lava over here, and I think I've got like a basin somewhere in here. I'm gonna go and grab some pipe and stuff like that, and then we're gonna bring lava over to this side, and with that lava probably also power. We have lava as a backup over here in these tanks, so we could technically have some of this come down. Okay, so that is gonna bring us down here, so we could take power from that cog, bring it all the way down as well. And then we want to go down to, I think we're gonna be safe because we have to cross over the river. We're gonna be safe if we go down to under 50, I hope. And then I think it's this direction. We're gonna free cam this a little bit. Oh, I do not want to go through the lava, so we're gonna go that way because, you know, we got this huge pit underneath here. Don't forget to light all of this up, because otherwise things are not going to be as fun when we're placing in all the tubing and the piping. Alright, so I'm going to dig all the way until we're underneath the city center, and I'll bring y'all back in to place all the pipes. We're gonna put in a bit of a buffer over here, just like, you know, small little tank going up. And then we need to put in a pump. I'm doing it right now because I don't think I'll be able to reach it from down there. And now we just need to, hopefully I have enough pipes for this, but we should be able to just go around and reach all the way back into our power station where we have infinite lava. And that should connect up right there. We're gonna do a pump here. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do with these pumps, but hopefully this is gonna get us all the way over there. Do we get lava? We do! Beautiful. That brings us up here where we'll set up some depots. These will be our eventual mixing depots. Did I not bring any? Dude, there's so much I missed. I didn't bring any young bit. At least I can get started on the basic farms. So we'll get the dirt in place over here. Okay, let's glue those together first, so I don't have to do any of the difficult stuff later. Do that. Do I have any water? No, but I do have a bucket. So we have a little bit of a system going on. We're emptying out our spinny thing over here into here. We're splitting off the cabbages directly into storage, and then the rest goes into here where we take the wheat into a crafter and turn it into bread. That's gonna take a while, but that's fine. Now over here I need pork, because I want to do egg sandwiches, but I also want to do pork rolls. So I might actually put like a little pork farm in here, because we have the space for it, and we already have the mobs, the chickens, so might as well grab some pork. Okay, I just looked at the recipe again, and we can do cabbage with eggs to make cabbage rolls as well. So we don't need to put pork in here at all. We can just expand the egg farm if we wanted to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer everything over here into two of these guys. One of these is gonna be heated, so we're gonna break that guy. Put in this guy. There we go. That's a heated system. I do need to make what are they called? Fried eggs. That's what they're called. I need to make fried eggs before I can turn bread into an egg sandwich. We'll do this right there. This right there. We'll do. Can I get there? I don't think I can. So that, and then I only need I just need to do this, I guess. Wait, no. Give me a second. I need to double check this. Is it lava or is it campfires? It might be campfires. It is a campfire. Now we can do that. Right. Give me fried egg. There we go. Beautiful. And then I kind of want to just put these on the ceiling. So we'll take you and you into here, deposit. Boom. And then you and you deposit in here. We'll go there. And that should be our entire kitchen setup. I don't know what it looks like from the outside. It does look kind of good, if you ask me. I like it. And then I just need to do like the interior and get it to look like an actual shop. Right. So I set up... Get rid of that. I set up 2 stands. So the egg sandwiches give more saturation than the spring rolls, so they're a bit more expensive, which is nice. And then all of this is kind of working. You can hear the chickens. I got some decoration in here. That's fine. But you can hear the chickens going on. I got a lot of chickens. It's going to be loud for a second, so give me a sec. Lots of chickens. There we go. While I was breeding up the chickens, I also collected everything I needed for this part of town. So, yeah. We're just going to do a very similar setup as we have over here. I do need some more gunpowder. So I'm gonna go to the starter base, see if I have more gunpowder. If not, we'll have to hunt for some. I don't know if this is gonna be enough, but it'll have to do, I guess. I think I have some more gunpowder in here. 18, 39. That'll do. That'll do. We'll just hit start and get going, I guess. Since the last clip, you can kind of see the houses over there, but since the last clip, I have played, or I've test played a game with Rolash, and here's a little clip of that. I'll post the full uncut version in a couple of days, so if you want to see what we're doing or what the rough rules of this game are, be sure to go and give your guys' opinion on that video. And oh dude, if we get all of these houses in, I'm gonna be so happy. But look at this. I don't mind the floating wool blocks, but look at this. Even though it needs a little more decoration, it feels cramped enough. So we have the city in place. We'll put some more decorations in this part of town as well. We'll do that on stream probably. When that's gonna happen, I have no idea. But for now, I think I'm pretty much out of time. So thank you for watching. If you want to see how the game goes or what the updates are on the game, go and watch the video that I'll post in a couple of days. For the next episode, I'll be back in a week. So see you then. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the outro.